I think this is a 3-pounder at least. Yeah, that's a good one.
All right, hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bash and Bass TV. I'm Justin. Today, we're doing something a little differently with my videos. We're going to be going over chatterbaits and their trailers. I'm going to tell you right now, I used to not like chatterbaits as much. I thought they were kind of gimmicky, and then I saw the error of my ways. I was wrong. Please don't hate me for this. But what I realized was I was using the wrong trailers. And so this episode is going to be focused on what I figured out works for me. It doesn't mean it's the right way every time with every single situation with a chatterbait, but it's what helps me the most and what I've caught the most fish with. So first up, we're going to talk about what didn't work for me. Some of my favorite lures that I like to use when I use Texas rigging, such as the Z-Hog, the Big Bite Baits Battle Bug. This is one of the best Texas rigged baits in the world. And if you look at it, knowing chatterbait stuff, I mean, this thing moves like crazy, but it doesn't work as well with the chatterbait. I've only caught one fish using this as a trailer, and I think I figured out why, which I'll get to at the end of this video. So I use Pit Boss, these guys right here with my black and blue chatterbait, and it just didn't work. And I was like, oh, these are not great lures. I'm just done with them. So one day I just decided I'm going to start throwing these again. So I got a black and a blue, and I got a brown, black, and yellow, I forgot what the hell they called this thing, chatterbait, and then I got a white one for fall with the shad when they're going nuts and feeding on them. And I've been doing really, really, really well with them. I will say that with the white, I only use this in fall. I tried it now in summer. It's not as successful, even though they're going crazy on minnows and shad and whatever. And I would put on these paddle tails, and I'd put on these flukes, and it didn't work. And I don't know why. It was annoying because they should work and they didn't. Save those for fall. That's my personal opinion. I'm sure a lot of guys have success with them. I just don't, and that's okay. So before I even get into the clips and my top 4 favorites, not top 5 because I actually ran out of time. But I will say that my 5th one was going to be the Missile Baits Destroyer. This thing got me my first PB that was 6.5 pounds during the spawn season. And this thing's just incredible. It's durable. It's got the ribs that displace a lot of water. Great movement in the appendages. This would have been my number 5 probably. So I'm just going to give it to this as an honorary thing because I love this bait so much. One thing that you got to remember with your chatterbaits and your trailers, always cut off the ends before you put it onto the before you put the trailer onto the chatterbait, because when you put it on, it adds that much length to it about. So here's the hook. Here's this. If you leave that extra even 1/4 inch, 1/2 inch, those fish are going to grab the appendages and they're just going to rip it off. Even when you trim it, sometimes they do that, and it's just a pain. It's not fun, and you have to basically put on a whole new trailer because your other one's ruined. So don't do that. Don't make the mistake. That's one of the things that I will teach you about using chatterbaits. The other thing that I will say about using a chatterbait, whenever you do Texas rig stuff, I always put my leftover plastics in a Ziploc baggie and save them. Because you can melt them up, you can melt them a little bit later, seal the holes, and you can use them as trailers for your chatterbait, which saves you money in the long run. And you know that these work for bass and certain things, and just save them, keep them around. So yeah, now we're gonna get into my top 4 with clips. These are all new catches, except for one. I think I caught it. I used it recently, but I thought it was a great catch, so I use it again. Number 4 is the Crawfatty Watermelon Red Flake, and I used it on the black, yellow, and brown chatterbait, and I tossed it right at the bank, and it hit, and within like 2 turns of the crank, I had a fish on. I think I hit it in the head with this, honestly, and it just made the bass mad. It's okay. This is an okay lure. It's pretty good with Texas rigging, but it's not my absolute favorite with using it as a chatterbait trailer. So take a look at the clip, and you'll see me catch a fish with it.
Or isn't landed, I got one. I don't think it's very big. But I got one with the round couple too. Almost landed like right on his head. First fish of the day.
All right, number 3 is a lure that I had never heard of until I saw it at clearance. They're called Lake Fork Trophy Lures. This one is the Flipper Blue Bruiser. It's basically black and blue, and it's called the Flipper. What I love about this, is the appendages have these little rudders on the bottom of it, and it has the best movement I think I've ever seen on any trailer. It is incredible. If I'm going to talk so highly of it, why is it not number 1? Because you can only catch one fish on this, and then it gets ripped in half. You see it right here. It just opens up like a taco. It gets shredded. So what it is basically 2 little cylinders side by side that were kind of melted together is what it looks like. And when you put it on the chatterbait, the fish will bite it, and it just goes and just rips off. So if they made a more durable, solid base of this lure, there's no way this isn't number 1. I fell in love with this because I went through that entire package in a day, and they're gone because they got hit so hard. So watch the highlight of this one. It's a great catch, and you'll get some amazing fish with the Lake Fork Trophy Baits Bruiser or Flipper Blue Bruiser.
There we go. There we go. Wow, he hit that one straight to the weeds. Look at that guy. He's a chunker. That's fatty. I like that. Alright, let's get a good weight on him real quick. £2, 6 ounces.
All right, so we're down to my top 2, and it's a kind of a coin toss between the Strike King Rage Craw and the Guggen Baits Bandito Bug. Both of these are incredible, but I'm going to give number 2 to the Rage Craw. And there's really no reason why. It's just I had to give one number 1 and one number 2. This could easily have been number 1. I caught a ton of fish with it. I put it on my black and blue, obviously, since it's a black and blue trailer. And lights out. They hit it like a truck. They couldn't get enough of this thing. I love fishing with it. So check out this clip and enjoy that one.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. That's another solid one. I think this is a 3-pounder at least. Yeah, that's a good one. Dang. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a solid bass. Gotta love windy days, I guess. With murky water. 3 pounds, 3 ounces. Thank you for letting me catch you. Having fun. There you go.
All right, so now we're to number 1. It's the Bandito Bug. Obviously, I just said that it was between this and the other one for number 1 and number 2. I gave this one number 1 because it is the most consistent plastic that I've ever used when it comes to Texas rigging or trailers, anything. It's pretty durable. And it's good. It's reversible too. So you catch one and it rips, flip it around, boom, you got another one. I use this thing at least 4 times on Texas rigging alone. Using it as a trailer, I mean, I've caught several fish on the same Bandito Bug before it got shredded to pieces. It is a great, durable lure for being used as a trailer. It has these really cool extra side pieces on the claws that make it flap and do a lot of dancing in the water. The body's ribbed, and it's incredible. I love it. If I am in a slump and I'm not catching a fish on anything else, I'll throw this on a chatterbait, and usually I end up with a fish. Why don't I do this every time and just use this to catch fish? Because I like variety. I want to try different things. I want to be an all-around, well-rounded angler. So you can't just keep using the same baits and expect to be a great fisherman if you only catch fish on one thing. I've learned that over the last year of doing this. Anyways, I'm rambling. Watch this clip. Enjoy it. It's a pretty good fish that I caught. I really had a lot of fun with it.
Got one. Oh wow, yeah, that's a good one too. With the Bandito Bug trailer. Okay, there we go. Got him past the weeds. All right, let's see what this is. That's at least a 2.5 pounder, guys. That's a good one. Had some fighting him up to the shore. He was bouncing around and everything. 2 pounds even. So I was wrong. Not 2.5. It's 2 pounds even. All right, so there he is. Nice length. It's kind of skinnier than the other one, but overall good fish. I'm gonna throw this Bandito Bug some more in that area just because I want to catch some more fish with it. It's a lot of fun.
All right, so here we are at the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the clips. I hope you learned something. I'm not the smartest person when it comes to fishing. I don't know everything. I go fishing every day just because it's my passion. I love it. I think that it's a lot of fun, and it gets me outside. I'm not sitting down behind a desk or at on a couch every single day, and I kind of need that. You can see I'm a bigger guy. I need to kind of get out there and be more active. So one thing I want to leave you with before we close this video out, what I've noticed, and I said I would talk about this at the beginning of the video, every single one of my favorite lures or favorite trailers to use on chatterbaits, all 5 of these, they all have ribbed bodies. They displace a lot of water. They create a lot more vibration in the water. Whereas the Pit Boss, the Z-Hog, they're a much smoother body. And while they do a lot of movement with their claws, it doesn't have the same vibration, I think. And I truly believe that if you get a ribbed bodied plastic, you'll have much more success than you will with the smoother body plastic. The scent, the salt, all that stuff, I don't think that it matters as much. I could be wrong. Somebody leave a comment below and tell me that I'm wrong. I'm an idiot. I don't know. I'm just going on based on my experience. If you guys have any questions, comments, you want to teach me something and say, hey, why don't you try these lures out, or tell me that I'm wrong about something, feel free. Leave the comments below. I want to learn more. That's why I do this. I love to learn. I love to teach. I love to share what I know that works best for me. Please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the notification bell. I want to produce more of this content for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and until next time, keep on bashing.